Hello people, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hope you're having a great day today. Back with another video. I was just going to upload a video regarding personal terms agreed between Ezri, Konsa and Arsenal. And at the end I just found out we have signed the player from Aston Villa, 50 million plus add-ons on a long-term deal in place to get the player finally. The medical is going to be done in the next 48 hours, but Ezri Konsa is signing for Arsenal. This, in my opinion, is a great signing, a very good signing, because we needed a replacement for Saliba. And I think that the right side of the pitch, in terms of that defensive area, had quite a few players to cover. And we're talking about, as soon as Saliba got injured, the next player to step up was Mosquera. But we also know that Mosquera also covers for the right back options. At the moment, we have Ben White to play as a right back only. And this, for me, is an issue because we know that we cannot rely on Ben White to play the full season as a right back. We know he's an injury-prone player. He's had injuries the last few seasons, and that's why we decided to buy Timber, also a player that has gone through a lot of injuries in the last seasons. So the only player that could actually take care of that right back spot was Christian Mosquera. And after the Saliba injury, well, he is the other player that can cover the centre back position. So we were definitely short in terms of centre backs to cover that area. Ezri Konsa is a player that makes sense for me. He's a good player. We're taking one of the best Aston Villa defenders, so another player that we're taking from a rival, because Aston Villa has been a rival for us in the last couple of seasons, especially with Unai Emery. So definitely is a great signing in my opinion. Ezri Konsa is a good player. He is the perfect centre-back to cover for Saliba. And this also means that we are encouraging competition in the squad. I think Mosquera is going to take advantage of the signing because he's going to have a great mentor on Ezri Konsa. I think also Mosquera is going to play a lot of games as a right back and also as a centre back to cover for both positions. We know Mosquera is a player that the manager trusts. He likes how Mosquera plays. So it's not like we are regressing on the experience of Mosquera. He is going to play. He's going to take advantage of having a veteran player. Well, he's 28 years, Ezri Konsa, but he's got the experience. So I think Mosquera is going to take a lot of, great experience from Ezri Konsa. And the fact that he's going to be able to cover both right back and centre back position means that we're not going to regress on the development of Mosquera. And we're going to have a lot of squad depth in that area of the pitch. I think signing Konsa is the perfect replacement for Saliba. We needed a player of that quality. We needed one of the best Premier League defenders. In my opinion, Ezri Konsa is one of the best defensive centre-backs in the league. And we're taking one of the top players of Aston Villa, which is great. And we're looking at this season how we've gotten the best players of rival teams like Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle, now Ezri Konsa. We decided to make a deal for Solis to replace Trossard, which in my opinion, Solis looks like a very good player. So we are acting as a big club in my opinion. This season, this transfer window, we're looking at an Arsenal team taking its time to make the business, but also getting the best possible players to cover for flaws that we've had in the past. Injury-prone players, for example, a squad rotation. We're definitely getting a replacement for Saliba, which we know he's going to be out for 4 to 6 months. Back injuries are very tough to deal with, so the match fitness of Saliba is going to take a while to get to 100%. So I think having Konsa, definitely, he's not as good as Saliba. Saliba is my favorite defender. In my opinion, the best defender we got at the club. But back injuries are very tough to deal with. So we definitely needed a replacement. I said to you people on my previous videos that we require to get a centre-back. We also have to notice that at the left-back position, we have injury-prone players in Calafiori, Nkapie kind of having a rough time at the end of the season. Now, Gabriel, we don't have a backup for him, but I think Mosquera can do a job there as well. And if something happens to Gabriel, I think Konsa is going to play the left centre-back position and Mosquera is going to cover for the right centre-back position. So we're going to be taken care of in case of an injury. We always have to think about possible injuries because unfortunately that's been something that Arsenal has gone through for years now. We always have a great player on the pitch and then injury hits. So we have to take care of all of these possible injuries that we might have this season if we want to compete for every single trophy. And I think we are definitely taking care of that. We have a bunch of players now that can be rotated in the squad. Calafiori can play centre-back if he gets an injury, then we have Nkapie. Luis Escali can cover the left-back position. And then we have Konsa to take care of Saliba. But also, if something happens to Gabriel, Konsa can take that position. And then Mosquera is going to be moved. So we are definitely getting coverage for that back four, which we know is the most important part of our build-up to get trophies. Our defense has been amazing, and I think Ezri Konsa coming into the club is definitely getting a great replacement for Saliba, and is definitely an improvement in the squad, because he's a very good player. He had an amazing World Cup, he has played very good football for Aston Villa, and we're taking one of the best defenders of a club rival like Aston Villa that has been very tough for us to deal with in previous seasons. So this is definitely great. 15 million plus add-ons. I think we couldn't get less for it. I think that's the right price. Aston Villa, that's what they wanted. We tried to negotiate less money, but knowing that we had to get a replacement for Saliba and also coverage for the back four, I think Aston Villa got kind of the upper hand in terms of the money, and we are in a great financial spot. So 50 million plus add-ons, I don't see it as a bad price. I think he's a great player to be at Arsenal Football Club, and it's a good signing. It's a good signing. I think definitely this brings a lot of squad depth. It's exactly what we needed for the 4 to 6 months where we're not going to have William Saliba. And now Mosquera is not the only guy to take care of that position. Now we have Mosquera and Ezri Konsa, which is great. Then, well, basically some of the things that the fans have been saying on social media. Hand of Arsenal, great news outlet for Arsenal, talking about the medical to be scheduled tomorrow. So we know we're going to play on Friday against Coventry. Start of the season, I think this is the perfect time to have Ezri Konsa at the squad. We need to sign him as soon as possible. We need to get the medicals done and everything done for him to play on Friday. I think it's going to be good that we're finally having a centre-back of great quality. He's definitely going to take the starting spot in the starting 11, so that's good to see. Then this is some of the news that I also wanted to talk about. I'm going to just keep on with the latest news of Ezri Konsa. Those are the players that we have. We have to take also in consideration that William Saliba is not going to be at the club for 4 to 6 months due to injury, but we have Ben White, Jurrien Timber currently injured, Ezri Konsa, William Saliba currently injured, Mosquera, Magalhaes, Nkapie and Calafiori. So all of these players can play centre-back. We have to remember that. So there's definitely going to be a squad rotation. There's definitely going to be a lot of players that are going to take care of that Gabriel left centre-back position. We have to take in consideration the fact that Gabriel has played for us almost every game for a lot of seasons. So hopefully this new season he's going to have a bit of rest. So Nkapie can take his place. Calafiori can play on the left back position. And I'm talking about possibly FA Cup games, Carabao Cup games where Gabriel is going to need rest. And well, we just have to hope for Timber and William Saliba to be back in great shape. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. Jurrien Timber hopefully is going to be back as soon as possible in great shape, because Ben White is going to need rotation as well. And that's where Mosquera steps in, because Mosquera is also going to be playing right back. But we do have one of the best defenses in the world at the moment. In my opinion, the best in Europe. with the quality of players that we have. And then look at Julian Alvarez, bro. He looks awful. Doesn't want to be there at all. But I wanted to talk as well on some of the news regarding Ethan Nwaneri. Arsenal has decided to send him on loan only. That's great, because Ethan Nwaneri, in my opinion, is going to be one of the best players in the future of Arsenal. We're trying to get a loan move for him to have minutes in the tank, for him to have the experience to understand different play styles. Basically, we're trying to send him on loan just to be one of the main guys wherever he goes to, and I think that's great. We've done this type of loan moves before. Talking about Saliba, he went on loan twice to France, and when he got back to the Emirates, he was one of the best defenders in the Premier League. So I think that's what we're trying to do with Ethan Nwaneri at the moment. I cannot criticize this type of decisions because it has worked out for us in the past. This is different than what we've done with Reiss Nelson. I think we know that Reiss Nelson is not going to be good for us. We're trying to send him on loan, possibly get big money for him, or more money than... Because apparently we were trying to sell him this season for 3 million only. So a loan move for Reiss Nelson can definitely improve the price that we possibly can get for him. But this type of move, loan move for Nwaneri, looks more like a loan move that we did for Saliba. Getting the guy experience, he's 19 years old, he needs experience, we're trying to prepare him so when he gets back at the club, he can compete for the main positions. We know he can play right wing. We know Ethan Nwaneri can play right wing and attacking midfielder. I think he's going to be a great coverage for Odegaard, Eze, who play in the attacking midfield area, also for Saka and Max Dauman. The thing is, I think Ethan Nwaneri is better than Noni Madueke. So I don't agree with the fact that we're sending him on loan or trying to get a loan for Nwaneri when he's miles better than Noni Madueke. But that's what the club has decided. I cannot criticize this type of decision because, as I mentioned before, we've done it with Saliba and he has become one of the best players in the world as a centre-back. When he got to the team, he was one of the best players in the Premier League. And I think that's what we're trying to do with Ethan Nwaneri. We're trying to get a loan move for him so that he experiences what it's like to be a starting player at a team. He can get minutes in the tank and he gets the experience needed to play at Arsenal and compete for his position. So I think it's great to see that we're not going to sell him. We definitely don't want to sell Ethan Nwaneri. He's a great player. He has to stay at the club. And we need to protect him as soon, like the same as we protected Saka, as we're trying to protect Luis Skelly and Max Dauman. I think Ethan Nwaneri needs to be protected, and a loan move makes a lot of sense. So yeah, guys, that's basically the news that we have at the moment. If we get more rumors, more things going on at the club, I'm going to make another video. But at the moment, Ezri Konsa is an Arsenal player. 50 million plus add-ons for Ezri Konsa. We finally have the replacement for the 4 to 6 months where Saliba is going to be out. Mosquera is now going to be rotated between centre-back and right-back until Timbers gets back. And I think it's very good that we are looking to loan move for Ethan Nwaneri. A loan makes sense. He needs experience. We're trying to protect the player by getting him some minutes somewhere else. And when he gets back at the club, he can compete for the attacking midfield area and the right wing position, which is great. I think Ethan Nwaneri is a great talent. He's better than Noni Madueke. So the fact that we're looking to have him at the club to play football is great for the future of Arsenal and the future of Ethan Nwaneri. I'm glad to see this is not going to be a sell move. He's going to go on loan somewhere else. But yeah, guys, thank you for hearing this. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're happy with the Ezri Konsa signing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, people.